Welcome back to Two-Wheel Velocity. Today we're diving into one of the darkest and most infamous unsolved mysteries in history, Jack the Ripper. Sit tight because this journey will take us deep into the foggy streets of Victorian London, where fear lurked in every shadow. The year was 1888 and the place Whitechapel, a densely populated, poverty-stricken area in East London. The city was growing rapidly, but with progress came dark corners and hidden crimes. In this shadowy backdrop, an unidentified serial killer terrorized the streets, forever etching their name into the annals of crime history. Jack the Ripper's reign of terror began in August 1888. Over the course of a few months, the Ripper brutally murdered at least 5 women, known as the Canonical Five. These were Mary Ann Nichols, Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, Catherine Eddowes, and Mary Jane Kelly. Each victim was a woman who struggled to survive in a harsh world, often turning to prostitution to make ends meet. The killer's modus operandi was chillingly specific late-night attacks, precision cuts, and the gruesome mutilation of bodies. The nature of these crimes led some to speculate that the Ripper had medical knowledge, possibly a surgeon or butcher. But who was this monster? That's where the mystery begins. The police, under immense pressure, were baffled. Victorian investigative techniques were primitive compared to today. Crime scenes were often contaminated, and the idea of forensic science was still in its infancy. But there were clues: taunting letters allegedly sent by the killer to the press and police. One infamous note, the Dear Boss letter, coined the name Jack the Ripper. I am down on horse and I shan't quit ripping them till I do get buckled. Grand work the last job was, I gave the lady no time to squeal. Chilling words, but were they truly from the killer? Or just the work of a hoaxer? We'll never know. Over the years, countless suspects have emerged. Some theories point to Aaron Kosminski, a local resident with a history of mental illness. Others suggest the Ripper might have been a member of the British aristocracy, like Prince Albert Victor. Some even believe he fled to America, continuing his crimes there, but despite extensive research and speculation, no definitive proof has ever surfaced to unmask the Ripper. Beyond the gruesome crimes, Jack the Ripper represents something larger. The case captured the imagination of the Victorian public, feeding a growing appetite for sensational news and creating what we now know as modern media sensationalism. It also highlighted the vast inequalities of the time, exposing the struggles of the poor and vulnerable in a society that often ignored them. And so, Jack the Ripper's story remains an enigma. Over 135 years later, his identity is still unknown. The case leaves us with chilling questions: what kind of person could commit such heinous acts? And why did they stop? Or did they? What do you think? Could modern technology finally solve this mystery, or will it forever remain an unsolvable puzzle? Share your thoughts with us in the comments or on social media using Two-Wheel Velocity. That's all for today's episode of Two-Wheel Velocity. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of history's most notorious mysteries, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more thrilling content. Until next time, keep exploring, questioning, and seeking the truth.